Good morning, everyone. Yeah, I'm out of breath. I just this minute finished my workout, but I wanted to come on and say good morning before I got ready for my day. I ran 2 miles and then did about 20 minutes or so of HIIT training. I did 1 8-fit and 1 Jillian Michaels. It kicked my butt today, but it felt really good. So I'm glad I did it, and kind of worked extra hard today because tomorrow is going to be a day of rest for me. It is my first official day of my days off, the next couple days off. So I plan on sleeping in. I am not getting up at 4:30 or 5 o'clock or 5:30. I'm not even setting an alarm. I'm gonna just wake up when I wake up, which will probably be 5 o'clock. But you know what? I'm not getting out of bed. I'm gonna sit in bed and I'm gonna play my games. I'm gonna work on my website, and hubby promised to make me breakfast in bed tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I'm working today. Should be a fairly easy day though. Doug's still getting a few things done around the house. He's actually gonna paint the front door today. We got a new lock. We got one of those digital locks that you don't need a key for. So it doesn't fit over the same place that the key lock fit. So there's like big white areas, and the front door needs to be repainted anyway. We just got new shutters, same color, but you know, they look all nice and fresh. So now the front door needs to be painted. So he's gonna do that this morning. And then I don't know what else he's gonna do, but I'm working. And then tonight we have our annual Crab Fest. My husband is a member of the men's group at church, and in the Catholic Church, the men's group is called the Knights of Columbus, and they have their annual Crab Fest tonight. So it's all the knights and their families. It's dirt cheap. All you can eat crabs for 25 bucks a person. Everybody takes a side to share, and we all know crabs are zero. Of course, well, they have 2 kinds. They have the Old Bay, and then they have the like garlic butter. I usually stick with the Old Bay because I like those better. And it's 0 points for the crab meat. And then there's a bunch of sides, but honestly, I really don't eat many sides. I probably eat a little bit of what I take, because you know what I'm taking. Same thing I take to every covered dish in the summer, the corn, tomato, mozzarella, basil salad. So I'm gonna make that today. Take that with me tonight. I thought about making a cake if I have time, the blueberry cake, the blueberry lemon bundt cake. But I thought about trying not to do it in a bundt pan, but maybe in a 9x13. I don't know. We'll see how my day goes and how much time I have. But I've chatted long enough. I need to go get ready because today's a hair washing day, which always takes forever to dry my hair, even though it's so thin. God bless you people that have thick hair, because I can't even imagine. It would drive me crazy if I had to dry that. But I will be back to show you my breakfast. And I also have some happy mail to show you. I want to go over the meeting topic from last night and share my weigh-in. So we have a very busy YouTube day. I also need to get some collabs filmed. I'm going to work on that today too. Anyway, I will be back to show you my breakfast. It is 6:30. I am late. I will be back to show you my breakfast in about 3 hours. Okay, I have a few minutes before my day starts, so I figured let's go over the meeting topic. Upside down. The meeting topic and my weigh-in. Okay. Oh, I didn't bring my book with me, but I'll just tell you. First of all, my weigh-in went surprisingly well. I did have a pretty high point weekend with the barbecue on Saturday, the baby shower on Sunday, and then going out to dinner Sunday night. And got on the scale at my meeting yesterday and was up 0.8. On maintenance, 0.8 is pretty much nothing. As you all know, your weight fluctuates every day, every hour even, and a 0.8 gain for me is really nothing. So I was 134.2, so now I am exactly 135, which perfectly in the range I like to be in. I like to stay in that 134 to 136 range. So I was very happy with my weigh-in. Our meeting topic was meals in a flash. It's pretty much about planning. It talks about, you know, number one, everybody's busy. Everybody's busy. Doesn't matter if you have young kids, old kids, no kids, if your kids are grown and out of the house, if you have grandkids, everybody's busy. That cannot be an excuse why you fail at your weight loss or your weight maintaining. It can't be an excuse, because excuses are nothing. You have to have a plan, not an excuse. The meeting topic was about keeping things on hand that you can make quick meals. Not everyone's a gourmet cook. Not everyone likes to cook. Luckily for me and my family, I love to cook. I love to experiment with recipes. So, you know, in our house we eat pretty well. But I always have things on hand for that quick meal, just in case something doesn't get thawed or schedules change, or, you know, a sporting event pops up or a meeting pops up. You like to keep stuff on hand that you can throw together a quick, nutritious meal. And that's what this week was about. And, you know, we talked about what are our go-tos. I like to keep cooked chicken in my fridge. I'm not a big fan of it reheated. I don't like it reheated in the microwave, but I can reheat it in other ways. If you have, you know, some wraps, whether it be if you want to spend the points on a flour tortilla or use an Olay wrap, you have some wraps, you have some cheese, you have some chicken, you have a quick quesadilla for dinner. It's delicious and it's filling and it's a great dinner. You can pair that with a side of rice even, you know, take some rice, throw some rotel in, you got some Mexican rice. A rotisserie chicken, you know, pick one up on Sunday night or Monday, have it for the week. It's great if you don't feel like making chicken. I love to take a whole chicken and make it in the oven. I got the recipe from Amy Common Sense Southern, her channel. She makes a baked chicken that is just fantastic. And I love doing that. And I get whole chickens so many times at Aldi, reduced price. So I love to make those and keep it in the fridge, and it's always there. I keep hard-boiled eggs in the fridge all the time. I can make a quick egg salad. Breakfast for dinner. What is quicker than breakfast for dinner? I always make sure I have my birch benders or my Kodiak mix. We can have pancakes. We can have waffles. You know, something like that for dinner. It's all in the planning. Even if you don't plan out every meal like I do, try to plan a little bit ahead so you have things that you can grab. Because let me tell you, if you make breakfast for dinner, it's a whole lot less points than calling up the pizzeria or calling up the Chinese place, which there's nothing wrong with doing that as long as you plan for it. But I know when I'm calling up the pizza place or the Chinese place, I have to plan the rest of my day around it. So if you try to keep things on hand that are pretty healthy, pretty quick, and pretty low point, there's never an excuse of, I didn't have time to cook or whatever. So that's pretty much what the meeting was about. Also, frozen vegetables. Keep a couple bags of frozen vegetables. Nobody says that you have to make fresh vegetables all the time. Keep a couple bags of frozen veggies in your freezer. Make a big pot of soup and freeze half of it, or freeze it in portions. It's great to pull out, especially, you know, the winter months or the colder months are coming. Unfortunately, they're coming. I am going to get a lot more soup recipes up on my website because I have a ton of them. So I want to get those up on my website for everybody. You know, if you like leftovers, big batch cook. Cook a couple things on Sunday, heat them up during the week. But definitely, and you know, a little bit of planning. Like I said, you don't have to plan down to the meal like I do. Just a little bit of planning will help. Kitchen tools that can save time, an Instant Pot, an air fryer. Those things will save you time. So there's a lot of little things we can do to get quick, healthy meals in us. Because like I said, we are all busy. We all are. But it's not an excuse to not have a plan. So that was our meeting topic. I thought it was a good one, as always. And the recipe on the back of the card, tricolor vegetable ribbons with lemon, thyme, and pecorino cheese. Looks pretty good. It is, oh, it's only 1 point per serving, and this makes 4 servings. I think it would make a nice little side dish. I don't know, it'd be good with chicken cut up in it for a main dish, but it would make a nice little side dish. I have to think about that one, give that a try. So that's it for the meeting topic and my weigh-in, and I will be back in a little bit with my breakfast. This morning is 3 mini waffles made with my Dash waffle maker. my mini dash waffle maker, and they are cake batter waffles. I was gonna do pancakes, but I decided to do waffles. It is 1/3 a cup of birch benders with cake batter extract, a little bit of baking powder, an egg, and some milk. And it made 3 mini waffles, and they are 1 smart point each. The only thing I have to count is the 1/3 cup of the birch benders, and I have 3 Jones's chicken sausage for 2 points. So it is a 5-point breakfast this morning. It's lunchtime, and it's vacation week. Doug wanted a hoagie from one of our favorite hoagie places. So he ate 3/4 of it, and I'm eating 1/4 of it. Normally I take a hoagie off the bread, but they're known for their bread here. It is absolutely delicious. So I'm going to eat 1/4 of a hoagie and figure out how many points to give this. I'm thinking 10, maybe. Is that good, 10? I don't know. I'm gonna have to research that a little bit. Okay, so Doug ended up eating half of my lunch. So I had a half of the 1/4 of the sandwich. He wished he got a whole one. Then I felt bad. Or he wished he had eaten a whole one or gotten a whole one for himself and not shared it. So I felt bad, so I handed it to him and let him have some. So I'm a little hungry, and I don't want to go to the Crab Fest like starving, so I'm having a 1-point banana muffin and finishing my tea from this morning. Yes, it's been that kind of day. It is 4:15 and I'm finishing my tea from this morning. I had mentioned at the beginning of my video that I had some happy mail to share. It wasn't actually mail, it was more of a hand delivery. One of my subscribers, Inez, heard me say probably a couple weeks ago that I collect movie and TV themed cookbooks. And I wish I had bought one years ago when I saw it, and I didn't, and it was the Desperate Housewives cookbook. I love that TV show from years ago, and I don't know why I didn't pick up the cookbook, you know, back when I saw it in the store. I just never did. Well, I mentioned it, and guess what? Thank you so very much, Inez. I can't even tell you how grateful I am, and I'm just flattered that you would go out of your way to find it on Amazon and get it for me. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. And she wrote a sweet little note inside. She wrote, "Enjoy this one, adding to your collection. So happy to meet new Weight Watcher friends, Inez." Inez lives a couple towns over from us. And Denise from Dish with D and I actually have met her twice at a local mall and hung out for a little while and chit-chatted, and how sweet of her. And I'm just completely touched. So thank you so much, Inez. I really appreciate it. I can't wait to get in bed and start reading my cookbook, because I read cookbooks like I do like a novel. So I can't wait. Now it makes me want to go back and watch the show again. I wonder if it's on like Netflix or something. Now I'm going to have to look for it. So we're heading to a crab fest. And what did we forget? Our crab crackers. You know, like the little plier-y things and pick things. Yeah, left them home. So instead of turning around to go home to get them, went to the church, and then I left Doug there and I ran down to the ShopRite, and luckily they had them. It took me a while to find them. I went back to the seafood department and uh-oh, the light turned green. I went down to the seafood department and the little strip was completely empty where they had them hanging. So by chance I said, well, let me check the little kitchen gadget section, and there they had them, and they were actually pretty cheap. So now we own 2 more sets of crackers and pickers. Because that's how we roll. But that's okay. It's all good. I have them. I am returning to the church, and we will be feasting on crabs in just a few minutes. Doug probably wonders where the heck I went, because I checked 2 other stores before I went to ShopRite. So anyway, I'll stop rambling because I am pulling into the parking lot, and I am going to go enjoy some crabs. So I made it here, and I am on my first plate of crabs and a little bit of sides. Lots of crabs going on. lots of people, having a really good time, eating a lot of crabs. I don't even know if you can hear me because it's really, really noisy in here. I'm just really glad that crabs are 0 points. We decided a little ice cream was on order. This is a kitty cone of no sugar added mint chocolate chip. I generally count these as 8 points as per the app. So I am definitely done for the day. So that was it. That was my full day of eating, including my crab fest. I will see you probably tomorrow for another full day of eating. I'm really not sure yet what I'm doing tomorrow and if I'll be around to film. I think we're going to be working in the basement on my craft area most of the day. So we'll see. And then a trip to IKEA on Friday. So I will talk to you very soon. Have a fantastic night. If you'd like, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Leave me a comment below. Give this video a thumbs up. And I will talk to you soon.